learners, and welcome to this lesson on transformation. We're going to be discussing transformation and we're going to use some shapes. Okay, we're going to be using a triangle and we're going to see what are the transformations with this triangle. So if I have this triangle here and I rotate the triangle, so let's stick this triangle down and let's use an identical triangle. Okay, we're going to pretend it's this one, and then I'm going to hold it down and I'm going to rotate it. Can you see what happened? By rotating the triangles. Let's try another one. If I put the triangle here and I rotate it 90 degrees again. Let's try one more. Let's put it on the triangle and we rotate it 90 degrees. What shape do we have? Have you ever had that really fun playing toy with a stick? It looked like this, and every time you blew it, it would just start spinning. It's exactly the same concept. Can you see? In this example, we dealt with rotation. That's one example of transformation. Another one would be, what if I held a mirror here or a line of symmetry? What would happen if this is the triangle, right? If this is going to be the triangle, and if I flip it with a line of symmetry, what is it going to look like? It's going to look like this. If I flip it, I am reflecting it. There's the line of symmetry. If there was a mirror here, this is what it would look like. So this is a reflection. Okay? What if, let's use these two triangles, or one of them. Let's use one of them. If I had this triangle here, and then I take the other one, if this triangle was moved, all I did was move it. What did I do? What is the transformation term? If this is rotation and this is reflection, if I move it, if I slide the shape down or up or left or right, what am I doing to the shape? I am translating the shape, and that is called translation. It is me moving the shape up or down, but in a sliding motion, right? It has to be where we can identify by how many units, and you learn about that later on. Okay, look at the examples. Look at the examples we have of rotation. We literally rotated the shape. Here we reflected the shape, and here we translated the shape. Do you see that? Now that we know how to work with transformation and what the three transformations are, let's take down all the shapes and then we can see more about what translation can actually give us. And it's something that we've learned before. So let me take down the shapes and then we'll begin. Okay learners, now that I've got all my shapes off the board, let's see if I can create patterns. So if I take one triangle, what if I reflect it? Do you remember what it's supposed to look like? If I reflect it, it's supposed to look like this. Do you remember? What if I took the same triangle and then I translated it and I got that square? And then what if I took that triangle and I reflected it? What does it look like I'm getting? What if I take this triangle and I translated it? What if I took that triangle and I reflected it? Then that triangle would be reflected on this side. And then I would be creating squares next to each other. And I can keep using transformation to create what? What did we learn when we pack 2D shapes together? We said that that forms a tessellation. Can you see that? When we keep mixing the transformations, we can actually create tessellations. And it's quite fun. So if you have lots of pieces of 2D shapes around, try playing with them and see if you transform them using rotation, reflection, or translation, do you get patterns? Remember, tessellations, they cannot be any overlaps and they cannot be any spaces. Other than that, you can do any pattern you like. So go ahead and complete your workbook, and I will see you in the next lesson.